Oh, really?
Yeah, every night of the week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So great. So tell us a little bit about you and what's happening right now. We'll take this for that opportunity. Let's start there.
Well, diamonds are a girl's best friend, so I broke them out today. So, how's that, Richie, huh, honey?
Yeah. Could I borrow it?
Now, that's a diamond, huh, honey?
Yeah, Jerry lost a ring.
This is,
Not Jerry,
oh,
Richie.
my goodness. So, maybe, Ashley, could you introduce me to everyone?
Well, all right.
That's right.
So,
She doesn't know anybody.
do your...
Gary's show got a lot of fucking views.
Well, it was shared on every Elvis freaking page.
That's true.
You know how many fans they got?
That's true.
I mean, that's great marketing right there alone.
What if I move my chair and you put it right there?
We can see it. I see the deal. I can see the little bit there. We can move the microphone.
What if you try putting that one there?
The microphone is done. I can move that. We don't need these right now. We'll get these out of the way. I can get all these out of the way. Yeah. Even if it's not that light, it's these lights. I mean, you can read the deal now at least. Yeah, you can see the deal. As long as you can see something, at least that's something.
I'll probably pick it the fuck up at some point.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
You got all this stuff up there moving. Okay, extracting it and all the sample. I'll be out there now. Yeah. Be careful getting home with there.
Gotta turn a profit on it, baby.
I want to be in the credits all fucking I'm fucking married.
But I told you after the film, we're probably gonna go hit a bar or something.
All you need is a spark in your next movie.
Might as well.
Fluffernutter?
Is that what you're calling it? Fluffernutter?
You know what the fluffer is?
Yeah.
Why are you saying no?
Isn't that the ball sack?
You know what it is?
That'd be weird if that felt fluffy, bro. That'd be a concern for somebody.
It's alright, Dave. So
Mike, I don't give a shit.
Cool. Huh? Yes. No, we just started.
Yeah, you got a headset and everything. Gotta be able to hear everybody. Oh, yeah. You kidding me?
No, I do have a show, but I got to do work. Where, Lexington? Oh, wow. A lot of people invite me everywhere. I just can't go anywhere. Oh, I know.
My eldest key, the other half he's
Do
found.
like that, guys? Is that
Yeah, let's do it.
And I pulled up a thing on Google and it told me how to get it out, and I did that. So I got it out of my car, and I kept going up on it, eventually it'll cool down.
Heard about the stand-up stuff. Best of luck.
Thank you, man. It's on Friday if you want to swing by.
Where at?
Take 5 in Robbinsville.
If I was closer, I definitely would. Or if I had a car.
It's all good.
Is it be on Facebook or anything?
Yeah, I got the address on my page.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out on there.
Yeah, no. I'll probably
Is this
mention it
mic
at some
on?
point.
Cool.
should be on, yeah.
Testing.
All right.
Testing.
Especially if
Testing.
Jerry's
Testing.
still there, so she helped me book it.
All
Testing,
right.
Testing. I think so. Yeah.
Yoing.
Rob, can you hear
I can hear myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear myself just fine.
Don, you can hear me?
Oh, I can hear myself.
I can hear myself. You guys ready?
Cool.
Ready when you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo! What's up, guys? Welcome to the Roundtable right here on HAMILTONRADIO.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John Brecco, and we've got very spiffy-looking gentlemen to my right over here. One of them came in as fucking Jordans and everything. I've never seen you before in my life, but I like that jacket. And you just got a great beard, so
Thank
you
you.
did pretty good with your life. All right, but anyways, Gino. All right, if I get a drum roll from my guest, the usual.
Yeah, I usually can't do it, though. We'll try.
Come on. That's better than normal, actually. All right, but we got the cast of the deal, or at least some of it. Matt Delia, Rob Latta, and
Don Mannigley.
I was about to say, I've never seen you before in my life, so I don't know how I'm supposed to know what your name is. I probably should have introduced myself beforehand when I got back from Taco Bell and they were already here, but that's a damn shame. Oh, well.
It's all cool, Johnny.
It's all good.
All right. I'm going to just call you the Don, okay?
I love it. Thank you.
I like that.
All right, we're calling him the Don right now. All right, but I've seen you guys maybe twice. You guys have come in here both times.
Right.
I remember the one guy, Peter, came in here. Volkswagen. That one other time, but then I saw, yeah, basically, I think it was Dave's, then Jerry's, and now me.
Magic
So-
number 3. Third time's the charm.
Yeah, man, definitely. All right.
I still
but-
can't believe you guys keep letting us back. We must not have caused enough trouble last time. That's
Yeah,
all right.
right?
We'll fix that.
For
We
some
do our
reason, I don't
job.
know why they don't get the fuck out. I don't know what it is. Even I put them on my show. No, but honestly, I remember you guys talking about the deal. I remember you guys talking about poop one time with Dave on air.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. A lot of funny stories
It's great
about
to
poop.
talk about shit.
Absolutely.
I have one funny one that involves Diet Coke, and it was really nasty. It was on New Year's Eve. It was a bad time.
I kind of want to hear it now.
All right, cool.
You can't build it up and then just leave us hanging.
I mean, all it really was I put vodka and Diet Coke, and then I just had massive diarrhea. And
Totally worth it.
I haven't drank Diet Coke since.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
And then and then the funny part was one of the girls actually. We were supposed to stay there overnight, and she ended up calling her parents, telling them to basically come back and everything, and then lied to us, saying she was trying to get a ride out to a college party that we didn't want to go to, so giving us like multiple stories and shit.
Yeah.
I turned a very unfortunate thing for me into something very fortunate. Because little bit of that got in my underwear. That was the embarrassing part.
Hey.
I just left them on her lawn the next day.
Hey.
Because I had to come.
Shit happens.
Literally.
You get that one for free.
Yeah, right. No, but it ended up happening that way because I was too drunk to drive, so we ended up just going to a friend's house, and we ended up getting high off our ass, and I remember that the next morning, so I thought, why the fuck not? All right, but
Sounds like a fun night.
anyways,
I
we're
shall
not...
be purchasing the film rights very soon. So,
All right, guys, I got to tell you the next movie they're doing. It's called Fluffernutter. All right, what are you going to name my shit story?
Don, what are we gonna name a shit story?
I mean, I just like the title, the shit story. Shit happens. I don't know.
I like that shit.
We can name it Shit Happens. Fuck it, why not? All right, but we're not here to talk about my asshole. We're here to talk about you guys. So,
Oh,
you know,
little old us.
yeah, right.
We're so
I'm not
important.
that fucking important. I go bring people for my show because I'm not shit. I'm not what comes out of my ass.
All these shit buns.
All right, we have a phone call. So before we get to you guys, let's get to the call. Hello.
You're on The Price is Right.
That's Family Feud. Shit.
They shut it right off when you said that.
That was a joke. You're not on The Price is Right.
Could you imagine though?
Actual retail price is.
Good job, mate. You scared him off.
Okay,
All right, but anyways, we got to get to you guys anyway. So tell me a little bit about yourselves. Give me a little bit of background on you strapping young gentlemen.
Start with me or start on the other end?
I don't give a shit.
Start us off, Matt. Come on.
All right.
I give no shits.
What to say? My name's Matt D'Elia. About to be 21 years old. I wrote, directed, and starred in The Deal. The script took me about a couple years to really finalize, and you know, I'm really proud of the final product I was able to turn out with the help of these guys and you know, a lot of other people that, you know, unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but really talented actors, crew people, background artists, just a real Class A act I had help on this film, so very grateful.
I do want to say first, I haven't seen the movie. It does come out May 16th.
May 16th at the Ritz East Theater at 8 p.m. We're going to be opening doors at 7. Follow me on Instagram at D'Elia Matthew. Follow The Deal on Instagram at TheDeal-2018. And you'll find the ticket link somewhere on there. It's always on there.
I was going to say, let them know where the Ritz is, but it's probably on the ticket link. But if you still want to let them know.
It's on 2nd Street. I forget the exact address off the top of my head, but if you find me on Instagram, if you find Rob on Instagram, find Don. I think, are you on Instagram?
I am on Instagram.
Cool. I know the link is in my bio, and I believe the link is in your bio, right, Rob?
Hold
Yeah,
on,
it's on
Jerry.
my bio. Yep.
Jerry Petito's still in the house. Jerry, I just want to say happy birthday. That was
Happy
literally
birthday,
all I
Jerry!
could say.
Happy
Jerry! You should have seen her. Jerry hogged like 3 hours of airtime, pretty much stole Danny's show from her.
Jerry, happy birthday.
I thought it was fantastic. I have never seen so many Elvises in my life.
Talk about Maddie King. She needs more.
All right, but honestly, I left to go get a drink at Taco Bell. I was waiting for Dave to tell me about all the different kinds of Elvises that came on. Because he was talking about how he wanted to see black ones, mini ones, woman ones. And now she's running away. I've never seen Jerry Gimp that fast.
They're saying you're running the Elvises.
Okay. All right.
That's going to take them a few hours.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Don, your turn. Let's hear about the story.
Oh, I'm in the hot seat. Okay.
Don.
I'm Don Manigley, also a cast member of The Deal. Born and raised in South Philly, like Matt. Never actually met this guy, even though he lives 4 blocks from me, until I auditioned for The Deal. But I'm glad I got a part of this
life
because
was changed forever.
life is changed forever. Exactly. Unlike Matt, I am not 21. I'm not going to reveal how old I actually am. But yeah, I really
He's
enjoyed
22.
working. I really enjoyed working on this project with these guys. They're a great group. Our entire cast and crew, I just want to give a shout out to everybody. For those of you I worked with and those of you I didn't work with, you guys were amazing. Everyone who sees The Deal on May 16th at the Ritz East will love the movie. It's a work of art.
I actually didn't expect you to be younger than me. Holy shit.
Me?
Yeah. All
Why?
right. No, I'm 23. You're not that. It's not by that much, but I just didn't expect it. I'm just saying.
It's the
All right.
beard.
Probably.
It is the beard.
All right. What's your role in the movie, kind sir?
So I play James Bergen, who is one of Blake's Blake is Matt's character.
Yeah, Blake is
so
my
he's one of
character.
Blake's best friends, much like a brother to him.
Yes.
The two of them work at Blake's parents' company together.
Scottman Energy.
They ride and die together, basically. And my character's also a single father, which is the first time I ever got to play a single father. That was a welcome change of pace for me. And
No wonder why he feels like such an old bastard.
don't remind me. Yeah, but my character is basically there for Blake throughout all the ordeals he goes through.
Okay.
He's sort of the person
There
who
are
can...
quite a lot of them.
Oh, quite a
I can
lot.
imagine.
There are quite a lot of them.
But James is a great character because he's always, like I said, super supportive of his friends and family, you know, very protective of his daughter and so forth. Let's just say that as the plot unfolds, James gets into some shit that he really can't get out of. And things take kind of a turn for the worse.
Does he die?
Find out on May 16th.
Find out on May 16th.
At 8 p.m. at Ritz East.
Oh. All right, but anyway, you long-haired bastard, you're next.
I am Rob Latta. I have known Matt for about 4 or 5 years now. I met him actually at John Casablancas. That's where we first got in touch with each other and just kind of connected really quickly then. I think
Love
we
at
had
first sight.
It was love at first
It was
sight.
love at first
now,
sight.
we have really good
They
chemistry
always
with our
talk
acting.
about their love.
Absolutely.
It reminds me of Gino and Ruben, just they're a lot older. They have a nice little partnership going on, right, Gino? He doesn't give a shit. All right.
But I feel like we had a lot of good chemistry with the film and our characters as a whole. My character is Ronnie Manold. I am the one that does the deal with Blake Scottman. And I'm the one that causes the whole mess between me and him. Well, it's actually kind of your fault first, but we won't get into that.
It's a
Find
matter
out
of
on May
opinion. It's a matter of opinion.
It's your fault. It's all your fault.
You're
I'm the
supposed
one
to
that
feel
does the
way.
drug deal with him. I'm the drug dealer in the film, and he's going. My character as Ronnie. Ronnie's going through a really tough time in his life, and he's at ends meet. He's at the bottom of the barrel right now, and he's just trying to get he's just doing what he has to do to survive, and selling drugs and whatnot. You'll find out how he gets to that way in the film, and he starts to evolve to a different kind
He
of
changes
character.
He
Yeah.
has a very deep arc
Yes.
in the film.
He totally does a 180 in the film, but you'll see how it goes
as
down.
does
But
Blake.
Blake and Ronnie both kind of reverse roles in this sense.
Yes. That was one of
And that was Matt's idea of the film, which I think took a really good spin off too. But that's mostly about me. I've done some other like small film stuff. I've done like Creed. I was in some independent films over at Temple University. Going to be in a small little Drexel thing pretty soon with you.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a lot more plans for different filming, and
You're about to jump behind the camera too. About to make your directorial.
yeah, I'll be doing
Oh, boy.
directing soon for my own film. We'll get into that down the road, but I'll be doing some assistant directing with you too. But yeah, we have a lot more plans for different films even after this, so we're not nowhere near close to done. We're just getting started.
I was gonna say we can definitely talk about that later. What I want to talk about next is how you guys came up with the idea of the deal. Was it like you? Was it like kind of like you two together and you just wrote it?
I had written the story my freshman year of college. When I'm going through story ideas, I just kind of write down topics or concepts that would be interesting to me
Yeah.
as a viewer. And one of them was something where the drug dealer is actually a good guy, somebody
Yeah.
you can actually identify with, which I feel like you haven't seen a lot of.
Not a lot, definitely.
And then I kind of just came up with different character names and just different beats that I would want to hit throughout a film. It originally had started off as a short. Rob, I think you read actually every draft of
every
each
draft
script.
that we had, I looked through it all. Yeah.
It took, I want to say, 5 or 6 rewrites before I got it to a place that I really was comfortable with. I had written it, and I had brought it to Rob because we had auditioned for different agents. We had a different audition for a lot of different parts, and we just weren't. We were coming up dry every time.
Yeah, it wasn't hitting.
So I say, fuck it, we're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah, why not, man?
And then I put a crew together. The New In Crowd Films. Shout out to all you guys, New In Crowd Films. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Cast it, crewed it, and then shot the thing.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so basically, you came up with the idea, then brought it to Rob. Like, bro, what do you think of this?
I brought him the finished script.
Okay.
Yeah, I had wrote it. And Rob, what'd you think when I brought you the character Ronnie? Because I had written it with him in mind.
Yeah. He kind of gave me an idea, like, hey, like, which one of these guy characters you want to play? And he was kind of hoping I'd pick Ronnie, but I did pick Ronnie.
Yes, I was very hoping that you picked
it's
him,
like
I wanted to
like
strangle you.
It's like his head, like, just pick Ronnie, I said Ronnie, so he kind of jumped down like a little schoolgirl. But it's kind of funny how the drafts went. It went from like a 25-minute to like an hour.
Yeah, it went from about
down the road. It just started extending longer and longer and longer, which was great actually.
It originally started off as, I think,
a short
15 minutes. I want to say.
Was it 15?
Really short, really concise, the script. But then I was like, oh, it'd be interesting to throw this aspect in, and then throw this aspect in, and then throw this aspect in.
And then is that how it became like?
That's how it became the 58-minute feature that people are going to see on May 16th.
And I kept trying to encourage him to add more, and he just started doing it anyway.
So it wasn't even supposed to be that long. It was supposed to probably be only like 15 minutes. At best.
Yeah. It was supposed to be very, very quick. But when I thought more and more about it, there's one central event in the film that pretty much drives the plot of the film that I'm not going to reveal here, but that event would affect more people than I had originally have it affect in the first draft. The ripple effects of that were going to be long-lasting, and they were going to hit people that you really wouldn't expect it to hit. So I just kind of kept wanting that ripple to keep going.
To keep going and going, see how far you can take it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. You know what I actually like about like the whole concept of the film? When I see a lot of like, drug movies about people smoking weed, other shit like that, I think of, a lot of comedies. I think of How High. I think of a whole bunch of different movies like that. But what I think is unique about the deal, I feel like it gives a more serious aspect on the side of that while still being relatable. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie, like I said, but from what you guys are describing, that's what I feel like makes it unique.
Yeah, I wanted to show, and you guys could probably vouch because you guys know the whole story of the film. I had wanted to show how dark the drug world can be, and that once you get in, it's very hard to get out. Very hard to get out, and the effects, it changes people. Brothers become enemies, families broken apart. So bad shit happens.
Yeah, it really does affect everybody around you that you care and love about, you love, and it can have really bad turn effects on them. Like even my sister is still going through drug issues herself, and it's affecting all of us.
Yeah.
So and also I think,
effects.
and I also think Matt, I like the fact how Matt went through this story because he was able to relate with this story because he knows people in his family, and I have people in my family. I'm sure Don, you know some people who've been through drug problems, and it's affected everybody around them. And
everybody's got a story.
And it also helped us kind of get in these roles a little better because we kind of have an idea of what that world's like.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people really understand, like, when they don't, or when they aren't around a lot of it. So, like, when you give them, like, that perspective, like, they get a better understanding from it because you're only really going to understand if you're around it a lot and you see it, how bad it can really get. So that does help, like I said, give people that perspective, too. So I can appreciate
That's
that,
great.
actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to change the subject a little bit to something completely random. Apparently, there was something about you wanting to be a professional wrestler on one of the shows.
Oh, yeah. I used to do some professional wrestling back when I was about 19, 20. It's called Pro Wrestling Unplugged, and I was trained by Gangrel by himself, and a little bit by,
Seriously?
yeah,
That's
Gangrel
really
was
cool.
there. He was a really chill guy, great teacher, great wrestler altogether. and-
Gangrel's a vampire, by the way.
Yes, if anybody who doesn't know who that is, his theme, he's a vampire. Yes, he has not bitten me yet, so I'm lucky. But
Listen, Gangrel made it work. That's all I
He
can
did-
say.
he did make it
He
work.
made it work in his
Yeah.
own way.
yeah, and Sandman did a little bit of that work too. But Johnny Cashmere was the one that kind of ran the show with that group. If you know who he is, not a lot of people know him. He's a big independent wrestler.
I don't even think I know who that is.
Yeah, you know, Too Cold Scorpio,
That sounds kind of familiar,
Yes.
but not really.
Flash Funk.
Is
Yes.
that all him?
That's the same guy.
He's an old head.
Okay.
You got to remember, he's an old head.
Yeah.
He used to be
I
called
gotcha.
Flash Funk in WWE.
Tony Cashmere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to do wrestling for a little while back then. I mean, they're still trying to pull me back into it, but I'm like, nah, I like the acting world.
I was gonna say, do you ever think about picking it back up, like maybe in the future?
I thought about it, yeah. Like I
needed him alive. I need him alive.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to
That's
wrestle
true.
anymore. I
But-
need him alive.
But with the wrestling, though, it actually did help me with some of our scenes in the film, actually, in the deal, because there is a FUD scene that I helped choreograph in there.
Yes. Hell,
And-
you choreographed.
Well, yeah, I first choreographed the
You
whole
did
thing.
choreograph
But,
We-
and I also can do my own little stunts in there. I know how to take falls, take hits, and all that good stuff. So wrestling did actually help me a lot with my own acting stuff on top of that. So it wasn't a loss at all.
And there's a few plate hits over the head.
There is a few.
We're not going to.
I'm
That
sure
was,
you love
that
that.
was a little scary.
There's
But,
a few kitchen items that get smacked over
yes,
each other's heads, but
Quite
you know,
fun. Quite fun.
Oh, that I can believe. That is
Yeah.
great.
there's some breakable things in there.
No, I can see how that helps too. Also with the character aspect, because you look at guys like Gangrel, who really had to make their character work. I can't
yeah.
really picture him being anything but a vampire.
Neither can I,
So-
honestly.
But that's the thing, though. That's that character aspect from it too. It doesn't just help with falls. I'm sure it probably
Oh,
helps
yeah.
with your acting. in a
With
way
the
also.
acting, yeah, with the acting abilities, it definitely helps create your character for you. I mean, wrestling is more like you have just one character, one aspect. You usually go through, unless you're Mick Foley, of course. But it helps you get into your character. It helps you get into even just like your words, like because they have you like choreograph some of your wordings, and like there's a lot of choreography in wrestling. I mean, a lot of people do know a lot of it is fake, but there's some real stuff in there too. But it helps you with your lines, helps you with your character building,
You learn how to
and
work
everything.
the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it lets you how to build up the crowd and everything like that. And same thing with acting. You're just an actor with it's acting with some
theater,
fighting
in a
involved. You
sense.
know, it's
Yeah.
it's
It's
You're,
stage
you're an
fighting.
Yeah.
you're an actor, stuntman, athlete.
pretty much.
No, but the thing is, though, and I heard Ric Flair even say this in an interview one time. Like, I think a better word for wrestling is choreographed, actually.
Yeah,
Because, you know, especially today, they come up with the matches, they rehearse them. You know, they do it like they're on, like, an actual stage. Like,
Yep.
they make the wrestling ring actually their stage.
Yep.
And even back before, when people really didn't rehearse before and just called it on the fly, you know, even back then. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, too, because, you know, you really can see how that helped. All right. But anyways, what actually made you came up with the idea for the deal, like in general?
It's hard thinking back that far. It's been a while. What really made me come up with the idea of the deal was just, like I said, the idea had hit me to do a grounded story that seemed like it could happen, and something where, you know, the drug dealer might be, you know, something where you would feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Or something where you know, he would be in a position of powerlessness that he would be hunted after. Something where, like, somebody would actually go and get revenge on the drug dealer for, say, something bad happening.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went from there. You know, people, you turn on the news every day, you hear something about drugs. Philly has a big
Oh my God.
drug problem, heroin, cocaine. So, you know, unfortunately, it's all around us.
Yeah.
And, you know, different things that I thought would be interesting to explore, like different human connections and different, you know, different relationship stuff. I thought would be interesting to explore. I had talked to people that were in that world but had gotten out.
Yeah.
On both sides, whether dealer or person who is buying, just really trying to get into people's heads and what goes on, what brings you to that point. A lot of research and just a lot of really getting into people's minds in order to build my character, his character, and the other characters in the film.
Okay. Was there anything personal for it for you, or I don't want to dive too much in? Aaron, if there is.
There, not really.
Okay.
I had heard of other people, and I've seen it affect people. Not really close.
Yeah.
But close enough to inspire a story.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, so want to get to the Don next real quick, my man over here. What made you want to audition for the deal, you specifically?
Well, that's easy. The money.
What money?
Well, shit.
No, I had like most actors in the Philadelphia area who do independent film. I had seen the ad up online. I submitted for it.
Oh my God, that Matt D'Elia guy! I gotta get in contact with him.
I mean, Matt. Like when I came in for the audition, he calls me into this dark room, and it's just
and
him
the
sitting there
blindfold
on the
came
couch.
out, and
He blindfolds me, ties me to this chair, and he's like, "Now."
That
recite
sounds
your
like it's
lines."
getting very kinky.
yes, yes.
No, actually, it was.
Yeah, you ain't even seen the film yet.
Yeah, no wonder why. No wonder why your life is forever changed.
We have a secret porno version of it.
Okay, I get it. This started off as like a 15-minute porno, and then... Fucking Christ. Alright. Alright, I get it, though. It started off as like a 15-minute porno, and then you wanted to act out how the cowboy blindfolded, tied up butt sex really just affected everybody else around you.
Well, let's just
Make
say.
sure you added that part.
Well, let's just say I argued to Matt that it would work better as like a legitimate drama instead of a
Just a
porno
snuff
in this case.
I have a question. You use rope or duct tape?
Come out May 16th and you'll find out.
I'm gonna say yes.
I was about to say if he used rope, he's a big softy. All right, but anyways, you were actually seriously talking about what made you audition for the deal.
So anyway, in all honesty, so I saw the ad up online. I applied for it. Basically sent in a self-taped audition to Matt so he could kind of take a look at my work. Matt liked it. He called me up.
Profusely.
Judge me profusely. That's the key point.
We'll judge him May 16th.
Please judge me May 16th.
Yes.
Oh, behave.
So yeah, Matt and I talked basically over Skype. Matt said, I'd like to offer you the role of James. He sent me the full script. We actually read through the full script, I think, through Skype video chat, if I remember correctly.
Big contract signing like they do in the WWE.
Big contract signing, exactly.
I can believe it. Did anybody get put through a table?
Yes.
There were many tables involved.
Yes.
Then the blindfolds and ropes were convenient to use also.
Yes.
There was a lot of fantasies that came true for Mr. Matt that night.
Yes. Very much so.
All right.
Yeah, so we, after we went through the script, I agreed basically to be a part of the film, and yeah, we started shooting over the summer. I remember the first day like it was yesterday. It was probably 90 some odd degrees. We were filming.
If that cool.
If
that cool.
You're talking about the scene of the church.
It went
Scene of
from
the
that
church.
to getting put. It went from this to getting put through a table.
Yeah. It was very, very hot that first day.
50 Shades of holy shit.
But everybody
Pretty
took
much.
it like a champ, though. We had. How many background artists did we have that day? How many
I mean, we must have had about 12 people or so.
Yeah, there's a scene in a church. There's a big time jump in the film, and my character Blake Scottman's in church, and it was hot as hell.
Oh god.
In the church?
Yes.
It was hotter inside than it was outside.
Yes. But
Tell me how in a church it's hotter than Satan's ball sack.
Well, because one of the issues that you encounter, like filming, for those of you not familiar with this practice, when you film indoors someplace, you have to worry about all of the sound basically
you can't
around
have the
you.
air conditioning on, or else.
So if you
you'll
have
hear
air
it and the
conditioning
audio
on,
pick
the
up.
mics are going to pick it up. It's going to ruin the sound. So
But we
all
had
that
a lot
to
of
be turned
troopers
off.
that day. We had
We did.
we got more shots than we needed.
Oh,
Everybody was great. Couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah. I think you mentioned that before, actually, with either Dave or Jerry.
I say all the same stuff. I actually
That's
have
cool.
everything written on my hand. You can't really see it, but I just have programmed responses.
You memorized what was on your sleeve. I
Yes.
guess that's what you did.
Yes.
All right. Did you use the church for like echo or anything? Like, is that why you turned the air conditioner off and all that?
No, there's a little bit of lines that were said, not too many. There's a meeting that happens in the church that
Okay.
it's hard to say without getting into the film, but
Yeah.
two characters after they haven't seen each other in a long time, they come back into each other's lives,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
not for the better.
I was gonna say, is that part of like the ripple effect that you
Yes.
mentioned?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, the only reason why I even wanted to ask if it was like for the echo in the first place was because I was thinking like all Shakespearean theater and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
That
no,
was
like
literally
that.
the
there
only
was-
reason.
there is a big significance in the film.
Like by the church and everything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, let's just say that in that particular scene that you're talking about, again, without spoiling it, a certain character makes a decision in that scene. You don't realize it at that moment, but he makes a decision subsequently that completely changes the course of
Yes.
the story.
Yes.
Okay. So I do want to ask this. Do any of the characters realize it was a bad decision at the time, or are we going too much into it?
All right. Well, your pressure me. We'll drop a little bit of info. The decision is I'm throwing a birthday party for my
Okay.
girlfriend, Maria. Blake's throwing a birthday party for his girlfriend, and he goes to Ronnie, who we heard was selling some stuff under the table. We can talk about that. We saw it in the trailer.
I mean, that's pretty
Uh,
much the basis of the film.
And
So,
Blake
the
goes to
deal.
that's not too bad.
Blake goes to Ronnie to pick up a new drug called Street Tang to spice up the party, and some stuff
I'm
happens.
thinking of Tang from when I was 5 years old. I used to sell that shit when my dad did yard sales.
Yeah, this
That's
isn't
how I
that
made
kind.
money on the low. I know it's not about
No,
actual
this
Tang.
ain't that kind. Yeah, and there's something that happens as a result of that drug deal. That's
Okay.
the deal that's the film's named after,
Okay.
and the effects are long lasting. And yes,
Ah.
the people do realize that it was a very bad decision, but the ripple effects branch out.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. That's what I just wanted to like make sure about. Like, I was wondering about the church's significance. Like, I wasn't trying to like make you like reveal too much.
Right.
I was trying to get him to say like just enough, like without like spoiling it for anyone else. Especially because everybody's got to go see it in the Ritz.
May 16th,
You know what I mean?
8 p.m.
All right, but I do want to get to sponsors real quick before we get into some more stuff. Everybody, Hamilton Radio is now a reseller for Amazon, Best Buy, System Mechanic, Walmart, etc., etc. The links are on the website, so make sure you go and click on any of those. If there's anything you need to shop for, a portion of the proceeds do go to Hamilton Radio. As always, thank you guys for your support. And there's one thing that I do want to mention as well. I will be at Take 5 myself on Friday. I will be there around 7 p.m. I will be doing my first ever stand-up. It's my stand-up debut. So come out. Make sure you guys show your support. Like I said, it's this Friday. I'll be there at 7. I'll be on for about 10 minutes. And it's Take 5 Robbinsville. And I do have the address on my Facebook page. So make sure you go take a look at it. All right. Anyways, the next person that I have to ask about why they wanted to be on the deal is you. Was there anything that really made you want to be on it other than that you're his friend and you like the story?
I like the fact that it also takes effect on my life. Like I said, my sister had drug problems herself, so I could feel like I could kind of relate to that. And I thought it was a pretty strong story that Matt was offering out to me when he had me read the script out. And I liked what he was selling, and I wanted to be a big part of it. And I saw it could go places with it, and I kind of not just wanted to support him, but also, push myself out there even as an actor. And so like, hey, look, there's like my first big movie I'm in. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. And honestly, I also kind of want to prove something to myself that I could do this. Because I was always wanting to do acting since I was like 14, 15, but I was never really I'm about going out there and trying to do it. And a lot of my family downs me on it too. Like they say, actor? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But so yeah, like when he showed me that, it made me think about it a little bit, and I thought it was a good story for me to first get involved with my involvement in, get my foot in the door with the acting career, other than just being an extra on Creed. And
Rob, I don't mean to cut you off, but we have a special message for you. Mr. Ryan Dennison said, "I love you,
Ooh.
Rob."
I love
He's
you
trying
too,
to steal
Ryan.
him from you.
Ryan
Yeah,
Dennison,
I
our
love you, Ryan.
cinematographer. Cinematographer.
Ryan Dennison was the director of photography on the deal and the editor of the deal. Hi, Ryan.
We love you, Ryan.
Love you,
What's
buddy.
up, Ryan?
Call in.
I can hear the anger in his eyes right now.
Yes,
I can
stealing
like
my
see it and
man.
everything.
I'm
Wait,
also
I'm gonna take this mic off.
I'm also his favorite. In the
Hold
film.
my mic. Hold my earrings.
But yeah, but I felt like it was a good decision on my part to be part of this. Like not just with it was great that I did it with a friend as well, but also I thought it was going to push my career as well as a person. And I'm hoping to do more with them down the future. But yeah, I feel like because strong story, character building, everything else, I felt like it was a great opportunity for me to take part in.
All right, I guess the first thing that really kind of did it was just significance. I guess that'd be safe to say.
Yeah, I'd say
Alright.
so.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure really quick, just so I had it straight. All right, but anyways, we're about halfway through the show, so I do want to ask, what are some future plans for all three of you guys? I don't give a shit who starts, just like I did with background. So whatever you guys want.
Come on, Don.
Future stuff.
We're doing it with the Don. We're going with the man in the middle.
Yes.
Well, obviously, we want this to be a lasting partnership. We want to make more projects together. Obviously, right now, the big thing is promoting this film. It's
Yeah,
become like a
of course.
full-time job for all of us. But again, like Rob was saying before, it's because it's a great story. It's something that everyone can relate to in some way, and a very strong script. I mean, that's what I look for as an actor. Is I look for a good script more than anything, even more than the money.
You got to go with the idea, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Every story starts with a good idea, and if you have a good idea, you can
The
go
money
places.
follows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're looking to do more projects together. For those of you who don't already follow me on Facebook, I also work with Boathouse Pictures, which is a Philadelphia-based video production company. We just wrapped on our sci-fi TV pilot, Higher Grounds, which is going to come out later this year, hopefully. And then we're also working on a feature film called Road Work Ahead, which I'm assistant director on.
You want to talk about that film at all, or?
I'll talk about it a little bit, absolutely. It's kind of a coming-of-age, more lighthearted drama, I would say, about a college junior named Pete Boyle, who basically is trying to decide what he's going to do with his life after college. Right now, he has the opportunity to do a law internship at this prestigious firm, but he doesn't know if he wants to follow in the footsteps of his older brother, Francis, who is also a law student. A lot of things happen to Pete along the way. He experiences a big personal tragedy that just like changes him profoundly. And a large part of the story is about him and his best friend taking a road trip together, a journey of self-discovery.
Okay.
I'm hooked.
No, honestly.
Awesome.
I'm
honestly,
hooked. Take my money.
It sounds really good. It sounds like it's like a super relatable story.
How about your Batman thing? Catwoman.
Oh, yes,
so
thank
you-
you for
You do a
reminding
Batman
me.
thing too.
Technically, it's not a Batman thing, although he does make an appearance. So,
Dye your hair black, you could look like Bruce Wayne over here. Just take the glasses off.
What do you mean? Where's she? Swear to me.
All right, let's talk.
that's
about
enough of the Batman voice.
it.
Yeah,
I'd say
so
you can go pretty. You're actually pretty good. You sound like the Lego version, actually.
Will Arnett. Yeah, so actually, I was in a Catwoman fan film, Catwoman Retribution, which is premiering on Thursday night, March 8th at the Ritz at the Borst at 8 p.m. This was produced by ABM Digifilms, Anthony Fletcher. Big shout out to you, our writer-director. So for those of you who can make it, we'd love to have you. It's going to be a great time.
All right, awesome, man. You said it was this Saturday?
This Thursday,
Oh, this Thursday.
8 o'clock
All right.
at the Ritz at the Borst.
All right, so same place as you. just your film
No.
time.
Richard DeBois is different.
Oh, okay.
It's a different Ritz.
I just heard Ritz.
They're
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
they're both landmark theaters
There's-
in
yeah.
Philadelphia.
There's the Borson East.
You got me confused. I'm gonna go to both your shows, and I'm gonna end up going to my fridge for crackers. All right, but I know you said you have a lot of ideas rolling around in your head.
Yeah,
so.
I've been taking a step back, just kind of absorbing, letting life hit me, and you know, using whatever that's been hitting me to see what I could pull a story from. But coming up next, I am doing a short with the help of Rob, who's going to be assistant directing. I'll give you a little taste.
All right.
A porn addict
Dope.
gets hooked up on a blind date by his roommate.
Why do I feel like this started when you were blindfolded?
No, I actually did not write the script. I actually did not write
Oh, yeah?
the script. I had a friend of mine, Alejandro, bring it to me, and I really, really liked the script, and I fell in love with one of the characters, and I was like, he wanted me to direct it already, so I was like, I gotta play this guy. So check out YouTube. It's probably gonna go on YouTube, film festivals, you know, what have you.
Alejandro's another one of our crew members from the deal.
Yep.
Shout out to you,
Shout
Alejandro.
out to you, Alejandro.
Yeah.
You were named after a Lady Gaga song. Congratulations.
But after that, my life is pretty much gonna be pushing the deal
Pushing the deal.
for the
All right,
foreseeable future.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I was just wondering if there were ideas rolling around in your head. Like
There
after that.
there are a lot.
If you still gotta form them, that's fine. It's your
No,
choice
no.
to talk about
Some of them are formed. They're very, very early on. Too early to talk about.
Okay.
But some good stuff. Some more grounded stories, and you know,
Gotcha.
yeah, some good stuff. Some good stuff. Hopefully, you won't be hearing the last from me.
Oh, I doubt it. I seriously doubt that. But let me get to you next, sir.
Okay.
I know you're interested in directing.
Yeah.
What are some of your other future plans along with that?
I plan on sitting in the director's seat along with main acting like Matt did in his film here. I plan on pulling out a film based actually on my grandfather's life. It's called Philadelphia Crazy Eddie, big tattoo artist of Philadelphia. He actually has a few shops in the city. He has one in Chinatown, one 4th and South Street, and another one elsewhere in the city. But I actually want to do a story based on his life when he was nobody, making his way up to being that famous tattoo artist called Crazy Eddie. So it's pretty much the basis of his life story, and he went through a lot of problems. Some of it actually is drug-related as well, and other issues he had with his family, everything else, getting to the top. But, you know, he made it, and I want to be able to show that to everybody, you know, because I want, like, just like myself, I want other people to be able to follow their dreams, and I feel like this is a story that can help promote that more for people. If you follow your dreams hard enough, you put the work into it, and you can get there.
Yeah. I think people need that too, because it can get frustrating.
It can. It
I
really
get
can.
frustrated with myself a lot too, so that's something I can actually relate
Day by
to.
day. Day
Yeah.
by day.
Yeah, man. So thank you for that, honestly. And you said it was about your uncle,
Grandfather.
grandfather.
My father's father.
Okay.
Yeah, and my father's
Yeah,
also a
yeah.
tattooist. But yeah, I feel like this is a film that everybody, literally every single person in this room and out there, can relate to.
Definitely. I definitely relate to that myself. So, again, thank you. All right, but let me show you guys some of the cool posters for the deal. You know, they got a nice little cool face-off right here. We wanted to make sure we showed you that at some point, only because all
Okay,
this
no, no,
shit
write
is
that
kind of
up
like
a little
laying down. So we were kind of having
That's the
some
teaser
trouble
poster.
putting it up.
Definitely like the deal on Facebook, following on Instagram, as well as all the actors and actresses that were a part of the deal.
Absolutely.
Yep.
This is like a wrestling face-off for you, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is actually.
Is that what was coming to your mind when you guys
a
were
little
making
bit?
this?
Yeah, actually a little
A
bit.
little bit of
Yeah.
that, a little bit of
Little bit.
kind of a reference to the third Captain America movie too, inadvertently.
Civil War,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, it's Iron Man versus
Yeah,
Captain
Iron
America.
Man versus Cap. We'll let you draw your.
But
own
which one is
conclusions,
which?
Who is who.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
But yeah,
All I'm gonna say is the last Avengers movie that I remember was amazing, and
yes, it was.
that face-off was probably the best part of the movie. Just Iron Man
definitely.
getting pissed off. That's random, but you know what? I love that part. It
Un-
added something new to Iron Man that I don't feel like we've seen before. Like, honestly, when I think of a different depth to Iron Man that really came around, I remember Iron Man 3 the best. When, you know, he, you know, wasn't feeling all that good. It almost seemed like he was anxious and panicky all the
Yeah.
time. That added a different depth to Tony Stark that we didn't get, and that's what I remember the best when you get, like, something, like, new. And I feel like we got that again in the Avengers movie.
Cool.
Alright, but anyways, they got another thing over here. Want to give a shout out to the members of the cast that are on the poster. 3 of them are here. We got Mr. Matty, we got Rob Lotta, and we got the Don over here. All right, and we also got Lindsay Mason and Caitlin Elizabeth. Do you want to talk about their roles real quick? Because they're not here.
Lindsay plays my girlfriend in the film, Maria Delia, who I gave my last name. She's a driving force in the film. That's all I'm going to say. It was a pleasure working with Lindsay. She was great. Had a lot of fun working with her. Hopefully she had fun working on the film. Caitlin Elizabeth plays her friend in the film, Stella. So she was great. Great actress. 2 great girls, great actresses.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for better.
I'm going to stop you right there because we got a phone call. Gino.
Call her. I'm not going to say anything this time. They're scared of it.
Hey, I mean, if you want, it's up to you. Yo. Caller. Who's this?
Hi, how are you guys? My name is Peter. I'm Peter Mattei.
Pete!
Hey, Pete. What's
Hey,
up?
how are you?
Steven! Yes!
Oh,
Frank!
shit. I remember this guy.
I'm calling in to wish you guys all the best. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to call into the show early. I was trying to catch bits and pieces of it on the train. I had to take a late train back from New York, and I'm sitting in 30th Street Station now in Philadelphia.
meeting with the
But I wanted to
Volkswagen.
make sure I called in to wish you guys luck and, tell you everything. From what I was catching, the bits and pieces on the train, the interview sounded great.
Thank you, man.
And everything
Appreciate
seemed
it.
to be
Thank you,
going well.
Pete.
But I
Thank you,
wanted to
Pete.
call in and talk to you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, no, awesome,
if you
dude.
still have time for the call.
Pete, as someone
Funny.
who has seen the full film, what's the thoughts?
My thoughts on the film?
Yes.
Well, for the viewers who don't know me, I was Matt's production assistant for the film, and I helped Matt with and the cast and the crew with little things that they needed here and there during filming, before, after, so on and so forth. But I also got to see a lot of behind the scenes things and
I
the
saw some big
film in
moments.
its entirety
I
at
believe
this
it.
point. And
Production assistant.
all I can say overall, for me, I'm a little bit too close to it, and naturally, I don't know if maybe it's a natural feeling. For me, I thought that truly what was done in the time that it was done was remarkable, and to see the final product, what was put together was so amazing.
Oh, shucks.
By the end of
shucks.
it, I truly had to thank Matt because I had the pleasure, and that isn't even the right word. I had the privilege that he allowed me to work on this with him, because through it I was able to meet such amazing people. I met Rob Lotta, I met Dominic. Both of them are I believe there this evening. I thought I heard their voices on the
Yes.
interview. I don't know if you guys are
You did,
still on
Petey.
or not, but it's good to see. It's good to hear from you guys if you're still there. The final product was absolutely amazing, and what was done, I truly think, no matter where it winds up, and I do believe it's going to go very far, it has to be said that final product that was achieved was remarkable.
Thanks, Pete. I
it really
appreciate
was
that, brother.
something to
Thank you,
behold.
Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
And I was very privileged to work on it. Matthew Delia, with Rob Lotta and Dominic Lee, these 3 people, in addition to the amazing cast and crew that we had, there are so many that I can't even mention. People who worked on sound, video editing, cameras, lights, so on and so forth. It just to see everything come together the way that it did, I have to say for me was a privilege. And these people were truly some of the most amazing that I have ever met. In my life, I can honestly say it was a highlight in my life, and it's certainly something I'll never forget. But I really wanted to call in to just wish you guys the best of luck with it, because, what a perfect question, because I have the greatest advantage I have in this is that I have no background, no experience. I have never worked on a set in anything involving film, acting, anything related to Matt's area, Rob's area, Don's area. And just to see this come together from a total outsider's perspective was so amazing. So I don't think my opinion as a viewer really matters because I saw so much of this. And naturally, to me, all of it was probably amazing. But it was a privilege to have worked on it, and I really believe in my own heart it's going to go very far. And I really just want to wish you guys the best of luck with it because I really think it's going to take you guys a lot farther beyond where you think it's going to.
Thank you, Pete.
And it was just an absolute honor to have worked on it. I think anyone who's going to be watching this is really going to be in for a treat on the 16th. And I hope as many people watching this and listening to this will be able to come out and see it because
so start buying.
They'll
People.
get sold before they'll get sold in 2 months. Definitely with that.
Oh,
in my
absolutely,
opinion.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think honestly, in less than that, the theater will be sold out. I would really advise anyone listening to this to get as many of the tickets as you can because what was achieved with this was remarkable. What was achieved was remarkable. You had actors and actresses in this film, some with experience, more experience than others, some with less experience, working off of each other, and the collaborative effort, all coordinated by Matt. I mean, my profession is as a watchmaker. The only likeness, you know, I could put it to is a perfectly made Swiss watch. Everything came together as it should have, and the result was phenomenal. The result was absolutely phenomenal, and it's evident in the work. It's evident in the work. And anyone who watches this is going to see it. Anyone who watches this is going to see it. The performance of the actors and actresses was phenomenal.
Pete, what did you say after you had watched the full film? Don't go into any details specifically, but after you watched the film, and we watched it at the editor's house. We had a small little shindig.
Oh yeah, we had a cast and crew showing.
Yeah.
The first thing I said, I looked at Matt. I said, Matt, before I even told him what I thought of the film, I said it's just really weird looking at you after having seen you on a screen. I said I'm not used to that. That's now. Mind you, at this point in time, I've probably seen the deal about 15 or 20 times. I'm quite used to seeing Matt on the screen and in person. But the first time I looked at him, I said, I looked at the screen and I looked back at Matt and I said, it's weird seeing Rob. It's something's not right about that.
It's weird seeing ourselves.
Because you're used to seeing them like in person, and now you're seeing them behind a screen.
No, but it's just when you know someone that long, it's like
I've known Pete.
You're seeing them in a movie. It was a strange thing. Not in a bad way or a good way. I mean, I was very indifferent to it. It was just a different feeling. I said, there's something interesting about that. And I mentioned that to him. I said, it's weird seeing you on a screen and then like turning my head and you're right there. You're right there.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. You want to know why I think his opinion is actually all the more valuable, even though he kind of mentions that, like, you know, he's been around the film a lot? Because he mentioned he didn't have any experience beforehand. Also, the fact that he can go on that long about it. I think he took a full 10 minutes just to, like, praise the film. You know, not that I'm mad at that. I like the... No, it's...
Matt, by the way, did you want me... Hold on. I'm going through the pages here. Did you want me to say that thing about you being the greatest actor, writer, director, producer in the world, or did you want me to leave that out?
I don't know what he's talking about.
You want me?
know exactly.
You want me to
But
leave?
you know, if you
want me to
wanted to
leave that
say
out?
it, I'm not going to stop.
I'll leave that one.
So Pete, now that you're finished kissing up to the director, could you tell us how you really feel about the movie?
Listen, bro. You
No, in all
real
honesty,
sentences.
Hey, Pete, can you say
really
that
have
in a
to say
German
at the end of the day,
accent,
it's
please?
just a privilege to have been brought on the project and to have met the people that I did, and it was thanks to Matt. his abilities and what he was able to do with this, it was just remarkable. And as a result, I met some of the most amazing people that I know. Two of them are sitting right next to, well, wherever they're oriented, with respect to Matthew at that interview table. But Rob and Don, and it was really a privilege, and I really think it's going to go very far.
Well, I appreciate.
Did you guys get the very good question yet, or?
The very good question. Was it something I
mean,
asked,
did anybody call in and give the really good question
you were our
for the
only
prize?
caller of the night.
We had another one, but they hung up.
Yeah.
And there was a call. And there was a call
I'm the
before the
only
show
one.
too, but they didn't know what they were calling about.
Well, then technically so whatever my question is will be the best question.
I'm gonna count it as number 2, so I feel better about my life. All right, so if you have that very good question, you're free to say it. You're free to go on as long as you want. I'm not stopping you.
Just kiss me ass the whole time.
I mean, I've been
more.
talking to Matt, to Don, to Rob for so many weeks and months now about the film.
Weeks and months,
and
Pete, years.
There's nothing that really I could add.
Pete, did you forget we met at the bus stop freshman year?
Oh my God, let the boy
It's been
talk.
more than a couple weeks and months here.
Shush, you let him talk.
Wait, what?
It's been a couple years, Pete. Since like 2011.
What do you mean?
That's when you first started doing it?
No, that's when I first met Pete.
I was about to say, that is a long-ass journey. Holy shit.
Nah.
Yeah,
we met freshman year,
about,
right, Pete?
About 7 years ago. Yeah, about 7 years ago, roughly, at a bus stop in Philadelphia.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I guess you guys
Your
just hit it
dreams are
off.
made of.
I guess
Your
you
dreams
guys
are made.
Yeah,
On the first day, well, we both went to the same high school, and it was both of our first day at the high school, Roman Catholic high school, and we were going in together, and that was it. We just started talking at the bus stop, and that was it. The rest was history. But I mean, Mother of God, to think where that would have led to now, a production assistant on this project, and what it led to, and I'll say it again, what it led to was just incredible. Rob and Don are two of the greatest people I've met, remarkable actors, and the project really was just so amazing, and I truly can't wait for the 16th, because seeing this in this amazing theater is just going to be the icing on the cake. After all the hard work that everyone put into this, I mean, it's going to be exactly what this film deserves, is to be displayed in that manner.
Definitely.
So it's been a long journey.
I don't think I have a question, but
it's all good, man. I do actually have a question for you, though. You said you were in New York. They were, I think you were explaining it, but then everybody was talking over each other at the same time. All I heard was Volkswagen.
Oh, it wasn't it wasn't any big. It was just a quick day trip that I took, but the train coming back was a little bit later than I expected. And what I was doing on the way back, there's one phone number that you can listen into the show at Hamilton, and then there's the other one that you can call. And I was listening into bits and pieces on the train, and then finally now where I'm at 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, I sat down real quick, and I got off the train, got all my things, and I said, all right, let me sit down, call, and go from there.
All right. I was gonna say, I heard Volkswagen.
And you can actually hear the station master announcing probably the train. So sorry about that if that's coming through.
It's all good. No, because when I heard Volkswagen, I thought it was like some special shit, like you were doing a commercial or something. I was like, he's cutting big, man.
No, there wasn't anything involving Volkswagen.
He had to go see his lawyer.
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
I would have asked.
Didn't you have to go see your lawyer, Pete?
My lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. About I'm not even going to take the time to think up a cunning story for that. I'm too tired. I've been walking around New York City all day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I would have probably asked because why the fuck not? But all right, before.
Well, I mean, I imagine there's 2 minutes left in the show, right? It ends at 9:30.
I mean, I'm gonna end it probably after you get off, but I want you to do the Volkswagen thing again because I haven't heard you do it since I last saw you.
Well,
That's
being
awesome,
that I'm
man.
sitting in the middle of 30th Street Station, and given the security present here, I don't think they take too kindly to that
give it a little bit.
in this quiet station.
I tried, man. Don't worry about it.
But I will give a question. What for you guys? And I'm specifically directing this at Matt, Don, and Rob. What was your overall feeling from the project as a whole? And I don't mean what you thought about the film, what you thought about. As an outsider, I'm not involved with film. So to me, everything about this was amazing. But what did you guys think of the production as a whole? I mean,
I thought it was amazing. The director was awesome. The
guy in the lead was awesome.
Yes, he was quite dreamy. I'm not gonna lie. The guy that wrote it was amazing. I don't know.
Wait, are Rob and Dom there?
We're here.
Oh yeah.
Why are you guys so quiet?
They were listening to you two go back and forth.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier with the way the film turned out. You know, everybody. I was worried about myself not being up to everybody else's bar, but I can't wait for the 16th.
Yeah. Actually, I'm feeling the same way, Matt. I didn't feel like I was really up to par, but you guys, Pete, you and Matt kept telling me, like, Rob, you're doing so great at this, and honestly, thank you guys very much for, like, boosting my confidence with this, because I honestly didn't think
He's a scary dude when you finally see the film.
Who, this guy?
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
People are scared of me now.
I bet he
of it.
really fucking transforms, honestly.
I'm like a werewolf in that. But no, honestly, I gotta thank you guys for helping me out, pulling me on my show with this. Because that's good.
Oh my god.
But I gotta thank you guys for pulling me out and on my show for this, because I don't think I could have done it without everybody in the cast, and I thought it was amazing the fact I could work with so many great people. And it's a bittersweet, like me and Matt have said plenty of times, it's a bittersweet because the fact that we're so glad that we completed it and gotten this far with it after the first crash of it and everything, because we did originally have a crash where some of our actors left and everything, but it was actually a blessing in disguise because we had so many better actors come in, like Don here jumped in with us and everything else. We wouldn't have been able to have Don if it didn't crash. So, but it's bittersweet because I'm so glad it's done, but I'm so sad that I can't still work with everybody right now. I'm sure I will again soon. But it was just great working with everybody on set. We had a lot of laughs behind the scenes. We had a lot of fun with it and everything. It was all together great. It was like a big family just coming together.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Rob and Matt said. I mean, when you work on a project that you really enjoy, it's always bittersweet to kind of wrap things up at the end. But at the same time, when you can sit back and see the finished product and just see the end result and how great everything turned out, it's it's well worth the hard work and
you
effort.
Didn't see the full film until the cast and crew show.
That's correct.
So
I have not seen.
What was your what was hitting you while you were watching it, and then once it was over,
I think for me it was just watching the whole story come together, because I had been there during most of the days of shooting to see like the films, the scenes getting shot as we went along, but watching the story tie together the way it did. I read the entire script and so forth, but watching everything tie together the way you had intended it, it's like maybe there were certain scenes that turned out differently from the way I pictured it in my mind, but at the same time I looked at the end result and went, yeah, I couldn't have pictured it turning out any better than that, honestly.
All right. Well, I do actually have one question for Peter really quick before he gets off the phone, and that is,
go ahead.
Do you think you maybe want to participate in like other films, like direct them, act in them, like after this? What do you think you would? Do you think you would?
Well, I'll preface this with saying that Matt truly is a brother to me, and
Likewise.
I mean, as my best, he truly is my best friend. I really initially did this just as a favor. I mean, Matt needed a production assistant, and he didn't have anybody, so he just said, you know, Pete, could you help me out with this? I have no background whatsoever in it. And I just said, yeah, you know, it'll just be something neat to do. It's something fun, you know, keep me busy. You know, I'm
Then the first day.
not really doing much. But after seeing this, I mean, after taking part in this, I'll never forget one of the longest shoot days we were on was we shot a nightclub scene.
Don't say
I'm
too
not
much.
I'm not going to go into any details. But we
Say too
shot
much
a
there.
nightclub scene. It was an all-day shoot. And just after that shoot, I went home. I sat down in my chair at home, and I said, "My God, just the way having taken part in that, I really can't believe. You know, I met all these amazing people. I watched Matt direct and do this and act and da 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 da. I said that was really unbelievable. I sat there for an hour, thinking about it. I couldn't believe it. And Matt will vouch for me. He recalls that story. 'Cause I told him a million times about this. That to continue it, I honestly have to say I don't know.
It's funny.
Will
Pete,
I
that
help Matt on any future project? Absolutely. If he needs the help, you know, 110%. But would it be
think he'll be
something I
asking
would
you.
consider as a career in the future? I really don't know. I have to say that I greatly enjoy it, but there are just so many things I'm involved with right now in school, especially,
I hear you.
that I'm not sure what it is that I want to do yet. So it's very undecided for me at the moment, but I know for sure that I really do enjoy it, and it really, as a first time experience, my God, was amazing.
It's
It was
funny. that
absolutely amazing,
Pete
and
mentioned-
thank you, Matt. Thank
No
you,
problem.
Rob. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Don. It was a privilege. It
It's-
was a privilege working on this. It really was.
It's funny that Pete mentioned the nightclub set. If I didn't,
Frankie
I-
Sweets. He's gonna try to play you guys out, but keep talking. All right, Frankie, we got All right, we got extra time, man. How you doing? I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain. I'm surprised he hasn't left yet. I thought you would have been gone a while ago.
My stuff's here, so
Oh,
I got
shit.
the radio show,
Yeah.
I can't pack up. I was
Fucking
gonna
Christ.
come in like I was repossessing when I was shutting the studio down. I was just gonna come in and start breaking it down in the middle of your show.
Should have got a baseball bat with it, like you're in the fucking mob.
That's it. They're coming to get mine now. You know, they're gonna shut this
All right, but anyways, you were talking about the nightclub scene a little bit.
it was funny that Pete mentioned the nightclub scene. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do is direct and act in the same scene, but you know, you do it over and over again, you get used to it. If I didn't see the dailies, which is the shots and the clips that were filmed during that day, I wouldn't remember anything that happened that day. I remember performing the lines and I remember being in the scene, but stuff that happened while the camera wasn't rolling, don't even
'Cause
remember
you were
anything.
probably so focused on it. That's
I
why.
was so focused and I was so in character that the people just kind of melted away. Besides my scene partner, which was Lindsay Mason for the nightclub scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think it was? You probably doing two things at the same time, and that literally took all your focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was tough but fun.
Yeah, no.
The
I can
most fun I've
imagine.
ever had.
I'm sure it was rewarding, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we have extra time because Dave's show isn't on tonight, unfortunately. So before we go, why don't you tell Why don't you tell everybody where to follow you guys on social media, where to follow the deal, and any other projects that you have going on?
You can follow me on Instagram at Delia Matthew. Follow me on Facebook. Follow the deal on Facebook. The Deal 2018. Follow the deal on Instagram at the Deal 2018. Yeah, that's it for me. Down the line.
Good. I was to say you can also follow me on Facebook, Rob Latta, or also on Instagram, Rob Latta on there. Don, you have pretty much the same thing going on with you, right?
Well,
not
you
Rob
could,
Lotta.
you could follow me as Don Mattingly on Facebook. You could also check out the Boathouse
Don.
Pictures page for any updates on our projects. On Twitter, you can follow me as DonnieCage223, which is also my Instagram name. Don't go to the Instagram page, though, because it's under construction currently.
All right, Peter, I forgot you were still on the phone. You want to be a part of this, though?
Oh, well, I just have Facebook. Facebook, just Peter Matei. You'll have to have Matt as a mutual friend, though, because you probably won't recognize my face. Otherwise, like, you can't see me through this radio, through the phone call. So if you have Matt as a mutual friend, Peter Matei on Matt's friend list,
I think I
and
do,
then
actually.
you'll know who who if you want to go that way. But Instagram and the others I don't have.
Okay,
So
that's
just
no
Facebook.
problem. All right, Frankie Sweets, you beautiful bastard. What about you?
Yeah, where's Frank
Hey,
Sess?
hello, my mic's not off. Is it off? How you guys doing out there?
Frank Sess, one of his characters, he actually does have Instagram, although it's never used at Sess Test. So.
I think this is where you play the stalker music again, Frankie.
Is this where
It's
it's,
your
uh,
cue. All right, but anyways, yeah, I think Peter kind of let everybody know for you a little bit. I think the music was very fitting for that. All right, but anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming on so much.
problem.
Pete,
Thank
thank
you.
you for calling
for having
in.
us.
Frankie,
Thank you guys. I better have won the prize. I mean, hey, oh my God, with that question, that was the most,
We
that was
shall be in
question of the year
contact.
right there.
The
What's
prize is
my
a Matt
prize?
D'Elia bobblehead.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, thank
You get to come
Okay.
to the premiere, and you get to have me and Rob escort you down the red carpet.
Obi, hey.
I hold you to it.
Oh,
All right.
most definitely.
All right, but anyway, thank you for walking in, Jerry. Also, I gotta have all you guys that were here at her birthday bash on my show one day, also. So I'll figure that shit out. But anyways, this has been the roundtable here at HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I'm your host, John Brecco. Everybody have a good night. Frankie, play us out. No, right place, right time.
There you go, no problem, my man. I was.